You part yourself. You sent me now you sent me this too. Rome Streetz, who we rock with in this show. And one thing about us, we can rock with you, but that don't mean we necessarily got to agree with everything artists that we rock with say, right? He was on Backfield. Shout out to Heineken and SO and those guys over there and what they got going on. I want to say this, watching it, right? I'm going to get your opinion on this, brother. I feel like Heineken and SO should not have labeled it the way they labeled it. You say what to that? It's kind of misleading, is what I'm saying. To a degree.
Well, the one thing that we know about Rome Streetz is a hip hop historian, and he didn't really say the way they like sensationalized
That's
how he said it,
right?
Because he said it like mad quick, but he didn't really elaborate. He just said it, but the way he was talking,
right?
He it's like he really wasn't saying it, but.
Now listen, I wrote down a lot of stuff that he said, right? I guess we can go down line for line what he said, right? He spoke about old niggas and being able to be an older spokesman of hip hop, our age, 50 years old, 60-year-old guys, and being the older niggas are the older plugs, right? And I see what he's saying with that, but I gotta separate drug lords compared to rap artists, right? Do I really want to, at my age? Do I really want to hear Nas and Jay-Z? Not, again, you and I talk heavy hip hop here, right? I don't think, and I can't speak for you, so I'm not going to do that for you. But maybe I can. Are we in agreement that, or not in agreement, that you could talk about your past experiences as you get older, as older hip hop spokesman? Can we do that? Are hip hop artists allowed to do that?
Yes, you can.
But not sensationalize it to a degree, right? I've been here, and this is the pros and cons of doing that. Is that what you want to hear from older artists?
No. So with older artists,
right?
Older artists have a catalog. You can just rap your catalog. Like if you're not ashamed or embarrassed of your catalog, you can rap it. Your new raps don't have to be about that.
That's what I'm talking about. Watching the new raps. If Jay-Z and Nas right now in 2020 make an album and they're talking about their past experiences, do we shut up on that?
Well, the thing is, we have solid body of work and evidence. Like, so for example, Nas put out 7 albums recently, right? And he was talking about new experiences. Like, even though we disagree on the song,
right?
On his song New York State of Mind Part 3, he was talking about New York as it is right now. Gentrified, 42nd Street is Disney. It's not porn, it's not kung fu the way it was growing up. You know what I'm saying? So you can talk about your today's experiences, and because you have a body of work in the catalog, then you can talk about your 90s stuff. The brutalizer, brutalizer, accelerator, the type of nigga that be pissing in your elevator. He can say that when he raps, represent. But then when he raps now, he can do store run. You know what I'm saying? So I think what they sensationalized was that when Rome said something that I disagree with so strongly, that this is what makes the PSA Boys for Life the best hip hop podcast is.
Talk crazy.
Talk crazy. A lot of times, not even talking crazy, it's just a lot of times rappers say something where they need a legitimate pushback to it, where rappers say stuff and because they get no pushback, it just stays out there. When he says nobody want to hear that preachy shit, or
I got a big problem with that. That's the biggest problem I have. That's
the problem where, it takes me back to the PD Crack interview on Math Hopper show when they were talking about the best rappers in Philly, and
Black Thought was not.
When Black Thought's name finally was mentioned, because it wasn't mentioned, he said no, he don't count because he don't do that street shit. That eliminates everything you want to know about hip hop. As soon as you try to say street drug talk hip hop is the embodiment of hip hop, and that defines what's the great hip hop, because that's just not true. It's literally not true. So when he says nobody wants to hear that preachy shit, it's like, bro, so you saying nobody wants to hear one mic? Nas closes out his shows with one mic.
Nas has a song called I Know I Can.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing, bro. You don't even gotta even go that deep into it. It's just
I gotta go deep in that song.
No. What I mean is,
let me say why I say that. Roll Streetz, to me, respectfully, bro, I don't like that preachy word. First of all rappers are preachers, in my opinion. Whatever you're preaching is preachy. But I don't like when the word preachy is only meant for what quote unquote positive hip hop. You want to go in that bag, right? Why is that preachy? If you're sending a positive message, why is that considered preachy?
Well, think about this. If we have the best rappers telling us you're headed for self-destruction,
right?
If you're robbing your own brothers, if you're stealing from your own brothers, if you're doing all the stuff that you did, that's not preachy. At one point, that was the biggest, best, most celebrated song in hip hop. Or Heal Yourself. Another positive
Erase
song.
racism.
Erase racism. Another positive song. That doesn't sound preachy to me. One of KRS's greatest songs is a song called You Must Learn. Amazing song. And being educated or learning something from a hip-hop song is not being preachy. You know what I'm saying? Today's topic, self-destruction. There's nothing preachy about it. So
are niggas be ignorant? Why? Let's get to the
Yes. And I'll tell you why. Recently, when I say recently, I'm saying like a couple of days ago, I watched Black Thought, Common, Mos Def, and Nas at the Roots Picnic in London. And they were doing the kind of hip hop that Rome Streetz would be considered preachy. And the thing about those MCs, they've been rapping like that since the 90s. They've never stopped rapping like that. They literally have never stopped rapping with the quote unquote preachy style. So you're listening to It's Dark as Hell is Hot, are you saying in 1998, me and you can't listen to Mos Def and Talib Kweli or Black Star? One song is, instead of saying bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks, it's Brown Skin Lady and celebrating our beautiful black sisters.
I know you're not big on Kendrick Lamar, but him and Rap City got one of my favorite songs on To Pimp Butterfly called Complexion. I love that song, Complexion. Is that preachy? When you talk about black skin,
I would just say that it's a preference thing. If the kind of hip hop you prefer is street drug talk hip hop, then say that. But to say nobody wants to hear
is ignorant. Wrong.
It's like what do you mean by that? Because the greatest era, like if we talk about hip hop between 89 and I'm gonna say 94, like everybody had that kind of hip hop in it. I mean, for example, when you see Jay-Z in Hawaiian Soul video, Jay-Z has on dashiki and he has his African beads on. Jaz-O got his African stuff on. So what are we saying there?
So he's saying basically that groups like Public Enemy, X-Clan are preachy.
Yes. And let me tell you, what makes it worse. He's not the only one that feels that way. Uncle Murder feels the same exact way. Wait. Uncle Murder completely feels that way because he literally went on Gilly's podcast and discredited and dissed Tribe Called Quest. Said nobody want to hear that Tribe Called Quest shit. You know what I'm saying? Him and Gilly was big on that.
Uncle Murder, what you mean? All right. Woo. You know how I always talk about how niggas try to discredit the 80s and shit, out of the 80s hip hop don't count? Right?
Yes.
Is it because you and I are from an era where there was a balance in the 80s of hip hop, where everything was a street? It was a better balance. Can I say it was a better balance in the 80s?
It was a better, and the 90s. It was a better balance. For example, when you celebrate Lauryn Hill, what are you celebrating? She's definitely not rapping about what Nicki Minaj raps about or what Clarissa raps about.
Right.
So just say the kind of hip hop that I prefer.
Just say that.
You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of hip hop I gravitate to. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to understand something. When we were introduced to NWA, we was hard body and Afrocentric hip hop without question. Because you can't tell me in 3, turn that Jungle Brothers off because we got to listen to NWA. That's not going to happen. They're both going to exist.
Not gonna happen.
You know what I'm saying? We're definitely going to be playing De La Soul. And that's one thing that I really like about Tony Yayo. I think Tony Yayo, two people that really keep it the realest to me, is Tony Yayo and Styles P. Where they're like, yeah, we're street dudes.
Right.
But we love hip hop. And did we play Tribe? Absolutely. And we love Tribe. And it's like, Yayo be having to tell Uncle Murder that. Because Uncle Murder act like he don't understand that. And that's wild to me.
Watch, you know my childhood very well. We have discussions off air about shit that I don't bring on air, right? When I started doing ignorant shit, I call it ignorant shit, right? Nigga, I was still playing De La Soul.
Yo, you know what? You said the greatest thing. Tony Yayo said, yo, we was outside in them streets, and when Bonita Apple Bomb came on, boom. Like, you can't get more hip-hop than that. And Tip is not degrading women. He's just talking to a woman.
Right.
You know, just having a talk through. So saying nobody want to hear that.
Is there always gonna be a battle of hip hop when it's quote unquote positive rap versus street nigga rap? And can those two
well, here's the thing,
can they coincide?
They do coexist, but the voices now that are speaking, who has the podcast? Nori, street dude, Fat Joe, street dude. You know, the guys
don't say Jada Kiss. Don't say Jada Kiss. You got a street dude. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I apologize. Go ahead.
But I will just say this. This is why I like when you have when you talk to rappers and you bring them on here, you actually have legitimate hip hop stories. For example, when you have Method Man on here, it makes it clear him and YouGod was doing, you know, they did street stuff. Like, he doesn't hide that. Matter of fact, all the guys in the movie did street stuff, right? But when you talk to them, it's a great hip hop discussion. Method Man was telling, yo, man, I love Stetsasonics, man. I was a big Stetsasonics fan, and I love reading comic books. Well, you just got a hip hop conversation where there's some rappers, and listen, it's not. Listen, if your preferred genre of hip hop is street stuff, say it. But a blanket statement is nobody wanted that Preachy shit. Yeah, a lot of people love it. A lot of people love that Preachy stuff. What you consider Preachy?
Street rappers who talk street shit, hard body. Do you feel they shit on more than the positive hip hop, or the positive niggas shit more than street niggas, or is it both?
No. I think it's 100% the street dude shit on the positive guys.
Right.
You know, because they give them nicknames like, "Oh, you're a backpacker."
Right.
You do this.
Which today, I still understand what the fuck that means, and I've been listening to hip hop over 50 years, and I still know what the fuck what is a backpacker mean. I do not have the definition of a backpack. I don't know where the fuck that came from, that terminology, but okay. And I've asked numerous niggas. I love putting niggas on the spot when they say that street rap, backpacker rap. They really can't give me a good definition of what it is. They can't give me a good definition.
Because all I know is that Buckshot Shorty had a backpack on him. Who got the props?
I had a backpack.
He had a backpack on his back, and he rapped one of the hardest, greatest street anthems of 1992. So I don't know. What are you saying? So it's just. Me, at this point, I don't like hearing that because the elder statesmen in hip hop who are out there rapping, bro.
Yeah.
They don't have to rap that.
But, all right, let's talk about one of my favorite rappers, G-Rap. G-Rap made a song called Race Racism. He made a song called Rikers Island. He told both ends of the line.
He did a song called Don't Curse. Literally, think about this, three.
So let me ask you a question, Watts. Is G-Rap the best rapper in terms of having that well-balanced in hip-hop? One of the guys?
I would say KRS is one of them from the beginning. Because when KRS was coming out, you know, his first song, my 9mm go bang.
Bang,
you know what I'm saying? KRS rapped street stuff. KRS rapped about the girls, you know, the girlies are free, but the crack costs money. Oh, yeah. And by the way, let me just say this to the comment section. Don't tell me Talib Kweli and Mos Def's version is better than the P is Free. Don't tell me that, man.
I'm not jacking. Who says that?
Bro, everybody asked that question on Twitter, and the majority of people was like, "Oh, Mos Def and Talib Kweli's version is way better." It's like, what?
Really?
Bro, this is what I say, bro. I say this all the time. My age group is not represented in social media spaces anymore. Because if they was, they could really explain to you late 87, especially 86, 87, 88, 89. Them 4 years, that's when Rakim first came out. Then you get the first KRS albums. But what about Rakim? Rakim took the ballot.
Rakim took the ballot. He did. Yeah, I guess for me, growing up on Public Enemy, living in the base heads and shit.
Come on. Three. Did Flavor Flav not have me and you outside going, so get up and get down. 911 is a joke in your town. And we up there singing it.
Yes.
We out there singing, don't believe the hype.
Can't Trust It, one of my favorite videos of all time. I love Can't Trust It. Fight the Power in New York. Bro, you and I live in 1989, the era of PE, when the Fight the Power video.
I will say this right now. I think Fight the Power puts Chuck D in such a rarefied air that everybody from our age group, if you just listen to them talk about him like Scarface, like Ice Cube, the way they revere him, they just like, no, Chuck D's because Chuck D had the most powerful, commanding voice
Ice
at the time.
Cube said on a podcast, he said when he did Burn Hollywood Burn with Chuck D and fucking Big Daddy Kane, that shit meant a lot to him. This is what Ice Cube.
Wait a minute.
O'Shea Jackson said.
Time out. That is a positive song talking about how racist Hollywood was to black actors. And they were like, burn that shit down. You know what I'm saying? So,
Streetz, I'm gonna say this, brother. There's nothing wrong with brothers having growth in their music. Also, I'm sorry. I don't want to hear. I love Jeezy, but I'm glad he put the scales down for a little bit. I'm glad he put the digi scales down and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? I was happy when Jeezy made a song called "My President Is Black." I wasn't expecting him to. Respectfully, I didn't expect him to make a song like that at all. You see what I'm saying? So I don't really want to hear Nas and Jay-Z be ignorant. I'm sorry. I just don't want to hear it. Here's ready for this. An album that you love this year is Billy Dance. You and I covered the Billy Dance MOP era when Billy Dance is shooting up Brownsville up left, right, and third. And he didn't put the burners down and talk about some grown man shit now.
This is why the Billy Dance album completely just caught me off guard, because it was an introspective grown man boss album.
And you ain't never had nobody talk bad about MOP, because them niggas will beat the dog ish out of you. And them niggas were having it.
And they made riot music, street music, anthem music. And the reason why Billy Dance's album it just caught me off guard, because I wasn't expecting it.
He's on some grown man shit.
I didn't know he was just gonna he wasn't out to talk about I'm boom killing you, I'm robbing you on the L train, I'll catch you at Livonia, I'm gonna catch you at Sutter Ave. Like,
yo, Crooked Eye and Joel Ortiz had a song about their kids, and I love that joint they did a couple years ago.
Come on. Nas had a song about his daughter. So yeah, as you grow and you're no longer doing it, and this is what I keep saying. Once you have the discography of music. Listen, Nas, when you get up there and you start coming out there with Nas is like in New York State of Mind, that's fire. When Jay-Z's out there doing Where I'm From and all that, you do your classic songs. But as you also know, remember when we were reviewing the Nas album, Nas was talking about where Nas is today.
Yes.
I got restaurants. I'm investing in this. I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? Yes. Like, that's
look at
and I want to hear that.
When he linked up with Jay Electronica, he wasn't talking flashy shit. I'm
gonna be real with you. Remember, I was like dissing Jay-Z because on the album he did with Jay Electronica, I was like, wait a minute, Jay, you got body now? Because Jay was kicking Knowledge and 5% Talk. Remember, that's what he was doing on the album. You know what I'm saying? Jay wasn't coming out. And let's be real. Jay is talking about who he is now.
Yes.
I'm a billionaire. I'm like. That's what it is. That's what he said on God Did. And once he said it.
And Rome, you saying that niggas, you want, if Jay-Z talked about ignorant shit like street shit, niggas they would clamor for that. I don't agree with that, bro.
Because 444 rejected that. 444 was completely not that. 444
at all. The story of OJ, talking about his mom being a lesbian and everything like that. He's opening Thomas Carter. He's talking about this shit so wrong. And Watson said this earlier. brother, I think you got to talk about what you like, bro. What you feel, what means the world to you. In my Cameron voice, that whack ass song, what means the world, I never like Cameron. What means the world to you, my nigga? You got to speak about shit like that, bro. I don't think you speak for everybody, man. I ain't like that song by Cameron. I'm just like, oh, man, I ain't like that song at all. But yeah, I thought Roma's. And Rome, here's the thing, respectfully, dog. You're gonna have to go on your music at some point too. We know you talk a lot of street shit, a lot of drug shit, and anything like that. At some juncture, as you
let me tell you what it reminded me of. When they asked Andre 3000, why won't you rap no more? And Andre 3000 was like, well, I'm in my late 40s. What I'm gonna rap about? Getting a colostomy? And it's like, yeah, just gonna rap about what's going on in your life, because that's what the rappers are doing.
July, okay? I had a colostomy. My colonoscopy last year, July.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what they doing. They rapping about their life.
Babe, I'm doing my show. I'm calling back 1 second. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what they're talking about. So now I got to be fair to Rome. Right. Rome speaks about hip hop. That just didn't come out right. I'm gonna just keep it real, because I don't believe Rome himself believes that. He's too much of a hip hop. Remember I said Rome was a hip hop historian?
Right.
He's too much of a hip hop historian. Like, let's take Jay and Nas out the equation. Then there's other rappers, Rome. Who were you listening to, man? Did you not listen to Arrested Development? When they did Tennessee?
I did.
When they did Everyday People? Did you not listen to the Buddy remix? Many, say what? Did you not rock out to Queen Latifah? Like, if you like Latifah, bro, what do you like about her? What's her biggest songs, bro? I'm telling you, I seen it in real time. Latifah come on that stage and start doing UNIT. Wow, what that mean, bro? What does that mean? She's literally has a song called Unity.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I would tell Heineken and SO change that title, man. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Because here's the thing, Rome was dropping gems. Weird. Rome was dropping gems, but it gets thrown off because he said it so quick, and it didn't put. I'm just saying this. It did not come out right, because he can't mean it. I'm gonna just say this. He can't mean it, because I believe he's a hip hop historian.
The Preachy rap part. The Preachy rap part is what I didn't
like. He can't mean that. He can't mean that.
They should have titled that Rome Streetz talks Preachy rap, or he's not a fan of Preachy rap. And again, I don't know.
Okay, do you know what I would ask him? I would say, Rome, what's Preachy rap? I would need a definition. Like, give me an example. Let's say, would you say Black on Both Sides is Preachy rap? Would you say Get By Talib Kweli is that Preachy rap? Would you say Dead Prez first album is Preachy rap? With songs like They Schools Don't Teach Us Shit? You don't want to hear that?
Classic.
You don't want to hear Be Healthy by Dead Prez? Is that the Preachy?
I would like to know, when you heard Jerry the Damager, Ain't the Devil Happy, what did you think about that? Did you look at that as a Preachy song? So again, I think the Preachy word gets lost in sauce.
Well, he said the thing that threw the interview off, but the interview really wasn't like that, was when he said Preachy, and nobody want to hear that Preachy shit from Nas and Jay.
He said something also about the mainstream. The Preachy music doesn't get mainstream success, which is a total lie, Rome Streetz. Which is a total lie, bro. I don't know where you said Preachy rap don't get that is crazy, my brother. Crazy and stuff like that. So that title about Jay-Z and Nas being we want ignorant. We don't want to hear. I don't want to hear Nas be ignorant. I'm yeah, you could sprinkle it in there and talk about your past experiences and shit like that. I get all that and everything like that. I don't want to hear Onyx make a throw your guns in the airport in 2006. I don't want to hear that from Onyx. In 2026, I just don't want to hear that, bro.
And you know what's so great, and you know what's so great, which makes Common and MCs like Common and Black Thought, they don't have to deal with that type of judgment, right? Because they've always made this is for niggas who sell crack hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Common is from Chicago. So if he wanted to talk about shit that he seen in Chicago,
to me, he told his stories.
Mad stories.
If you get his albums, he tells his stories.
He's talking about Four Corner Hustle in Chicago, which is some street shit, Stones and all that shit with Chicago shit. So he has. I don't want to hear Common do a whole album.
And Common did the auditorium, yes. And it was phenomenal. Matter of fact, I'll give you a Brooklyn MC. I'll give you your fellow Brooklyn MC, Skyzoo. Skyzoo Skyzoo's a guy who does the balance.
Love Skyzoo.
Where he talks about the history of hip hop. He talks about the gentrification of Bedford-Stuyvesant.
Yes,
so.
Love Sky.
How do you consider that? That's why I think the follow-up question should have been, where do you consider Preachy rap? Like, who are the Preachy rap artists?
When Conway tells the story on the cow, is that Preachy rap? I would like to know that. Or maybe he doesn't consider street rap because the nigga got shot in his face. And he said, "My nigga ain't shot in his face," so maybe he think that's not Preachy.
I'm saying that I would just that conversation.
Is Tupac's music Preachy?
Bro, there you have it. Listen. First video, they got me trapped. Yo, they can't keep a black man down. They got me trapped. Yo, they can't keep a black man down.
Just make it sound like what about only rap about?
Keep your head up. Dear mama. Brother's got a baby. Do you consider that Preachy hip hop?
Here's the thing. I need to know this. If black people be on a positive tip, why is that deemed negative? Well, when we talk about guns, drugs, and bitches, and hoes, and sluts, and piping down chicks and all that, why is that hailed as a badge of honor?
That's why the controversy over Young Miami's song "Spend That."
Yeah.
And Lisa Ray recently said, "I regret making a video to that song because I didn't fully listen to it and know exactly what she's talking about." And she was like, "What she's celebrating, I'm not with that." You know what I'm saying? I'm going in my 60s. That's not something I'm proud to be like, yeah, I want me to do that. So,
my nigga, at my age, you believe it or not, Watts, I'm a hip hop head. But nigga, I play a lot of dancehall and fucking R&B in my whip. I ain't gonna hold you. A whole lot of R&B in my whip.
I really need to talk to you about Donnell Jones and Avant because you really like Donnell Jones and Avant. And I'm gonna tell you what my guy is.
I like Donnell Jones more than Donnell Jones.
Okay, so I would just say that my guy is Joe.
I love Joe. I got Joe. I got Joe beating Donnell Jones.
I'm gonna tell you, I got Joe, right, and I got Brian McKnight. I really like them two guys. And let me tell you somebody else I like a lot that me and you never talked about, but I think he has the voice.
Right.
Jaheim. I thought Jaheim's first two albums was.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. I rocks with Jaheim, bro.
Yeah, I do too.
Jaheim heavy. I ain't even gonna hold you. I fucks with Jaheim and shit. I'm an Avant guy. I fucked with Avant. I don't even think it should.
I know. Yo,
so I think versus that is a little wrong though. I don't think they should have put Donnell Jones versus Joe. It should have been Joe and Avant, in my opinion. For me.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. I think Joe. See, this is what scares me with Joe. I think Joe's gonna want to appeal to the hip hop fan base, and he's gonna do a lot of his hip hop collabos because he got a lot.
With G-Unit,
no, yo, he got one of the greatest ones, the ones with him, Mariah Carey, and Nas. That joint is crazy.
That joint is fire.
That joint is crazy. That make it last forever joint.
So are you with me that you got Joe beating up Donnell Jones? Are you with me on that?
Yes.
I'm with you on that, brother.
But I want to say it because I personally prefer Joe. I know Donnell Jones got a fan base. I know that. So I'm not even going to front on Donnell Jones.
When a battle rapper told me, when a battle rapper tried to tell me I'm bugging out that Donnell Jones going to wipe the floor with Joe, but I said, let's chill with the wipe the floor contact because I don't got Joe wiping the floor with Donnell Jones. Maybe it's a preference for me, maybe. Right?
So to me, my preference is I just prefer. I'm gonna just say why I prefer Joe. Joe has one of my favorite R&B songs of all time that I put up with anything.
What's that, brother?
I take it from the bottom to the top when it's time for
Fucks with Joe, my nigga. Is it preference or just Joe got better music, man? Hold on,
bro. That song right there. I'm gonna tell you like this. Let me tell you how important that song is. That song was played to me as much as I was playing. It was written because I remember that summer. And in the summer of '96, Joe was being played as much as I was playing. It was written. So because of that moment, Joe is just special to me. Like I have a special place for Joe, bro.
All right, you'll take us home so we can come back for another segment while our sophomore album talk.
PSA for life, the home of Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, you got to win a Super Bowl, brother. That's what it is now. You got all the stats. You got everything you want. You got it. If Lamar Jackson does not win a Super Bowl, he's going to get scrutinized with everything he does. They're not giving him. Right now, the media has decided Lamar Jackson is public enemy number one until he wins a ring. Like, they only talk about him about winning a ring. They don't talk about, because he's already proven he could do everything else.
Nick Wright gotta win a ring, bro. Nick Wright be on his fucking helmet.
No, bro. Bro, think about it. His biggest games, think about this. In the playoffs, he never has his best games, man.
No, let me ask you. No, you're right. So say right there. Is it the media acting funny style, or there's some truth and credence of what they're saying about it? Because what you said that during the playoffs, he doesn't have his best games.
No, I'm saying it as legitimate criticism. He doesn't have his best games. But Lamar Jackson's one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, and he's a great quarterback. Right, but that's no longer being talked about. Right. Now it's like, bro, we don't even care what you do in the playoff in the regular season. We're literally waiting for you to have a playoff run.
Well, let's be honest. Me and you watching real time. Peyton Manning went through that shit too now. Where they're like, all right,
no, I agree, bro. Forget that.
Well, regular season shit is cool.
And you watched his entire career. Mm-hmm. Dan Marino never get back to a Super Bowl while being considered the top 2 quarterback like every year for damn near. Bro, you wasn't beating Jim Kelly. You wasn't beating John Elway. Like, and you were rated higher than them every year, but you was never. And let's be real, that affects the greatness of Dan Marino. Because Dan Marino's all-time great. Nobody can tell us he's not one of the greatest quarterbacks we ever seen. But him not having at least one Super Bowl hurts him. That's what I'm saying, bro. So,
we come right back.